Hey YouTubers, this is my first true video that I'm gonna make. You might have seen the other ones, but those are just me, screwing around. However, this video will be different. This video that I'm about to show you is a compilation of videos that I took from the, I forgot the name, from the Triad Anime Con. And you should go there next time in Winston, Salem. It's being held from the 22nd to the 24th. I went there on the 23rd with the anime club at my school, Western Guilford High School, the most ghetto school you will find in North Carolina. I had to say that because that school is just poor as shit. Well, anyway, here's the video. Hope you like it.
So in 1963, the company was just simply named the Nintendo Company, and they started producing toys. Now, Gunpei Yokoi is a really important part of Nintendo. He's the one who invented the Ultra Hand, which is the thing way over there. And it's pretty much just like it's an Ultra Hand. It's like an extendable arm, and you can pick up stuff. I mean, they have stuff like that now, but that was originally made by Gunpei Yokoi. And you might know the little character at the bottom of the screen. If you've been playing Smash Bros, then you might know him. Game & Watch was also created by Gunpei Yokoi. Do you want to say something about Game & Watch?
Yeah, they got the idea actually from, I forget, I guess, what was the name?
Gunpei Yokoi.
Yeah. He was just sitting down and he happened to notice that this guy playing with like his PDA. Anyone remember what PDA is? It's like the phone that doesn't go on the internet. Just pretty much like fooling around with that and hitting a bunch of buttons in that, and he said, it'd be really cool if there was like something you could like play a game on while you're like waiting for something that could also maybe function as a watch. Thus the name Game & Watch. Not that you watch it as you like watch the gameplay itself, but it's actually a literal watch that you carried around. So it was a pretty good idea. Now the graphics are obviously very limited. It's just an LCD thing, like those cheap toys that you get at McDonald's that claim to be like Sonic games, and you're just it's got two buttons and like a little watch battery in the back. It's virtually that, but a little bit bigger, and pretty much the first handheld ever, which is really cool.
And this was like in 1980s, so there's a lot of things that happened between that point when that comes out. There's a lot of things that Nintendo has to do before they can get to that big. But it was just really cool that Gunpei Yokoi helped him get into the toy business and then Game & Watch later, so he was a really big part of Nintendo.
Unlike the Game Boy, you didn't switch games around with the Game & Watch. It was just that game on the Game & Watch. Some of them had more than one game, but it was just whatever game you had, that was it.
Does this look familiar to anyone?
It's like,
Yes.
He's got a 3DS in the back there.
yeah, looks like this.
I have one too. I need to turn mine on. But yeah, this was like where the DS came from. Was like when this Game & Watch came out. I mean, the clamshell dual screens. Yes, that's exactly what it looks like.
Obviously, the DS was just go back to this. I really like the clamshell design with the protected the screens, especially for like a watch. It just feels fancier. I've been using my DS Lite as my pocket watch in college, so like I feel fancy when I'm sitting in class and I pull it out. Yep, that's what time it is. Try not to let teachers see.
So Nintendo was already making a name for themselves as a toy company, and they already had their name out there as a Hanafuda company in Japan, but they wanted to branch out into America because they knew as soon as they got American citizens captured, they were going to have it. So they decided to make the game Radar Scope. It's almost like Space Invaders, but like it's almost like a ripoff of Space Invaders in a way. It actually failed in America. Like arcade owners really preferred games by Namco and Atari. Like they preferred the Pac-Man, and they didn't like Radar Scope, and no one that really played it enjoyed it. So, and it was kind of sad. They sent 3,000 units over to their New Jersey warehouse, and only 1,000 of them were sold, leaving 2,000 of them sitting in a warehouse. And obviously they would lose money over this for making them, and their not really doing a very good job. But later,
Does anyone know who this man is?
Yeah.
before the name was
Yes.
okay, bow down.
These are my father.
So, Shigeru Miyamoto was hired by Nintendo, and wow, what a brilliant move this was. I guess when Nintendo hired Shigeru Miyamoto, they didn't understand what was going to happen to the company. They didn't understand that he was pretty much going to be the main reason why they're so huge now. I mean, the reason why you have Mario.
Yeah.
So, and even, I think Shigeru Miyamoto, he was fairly young. I believe he was in his 20s when he was hired by Nintendo, and I really don't think he knew how much of a video game genius he was when he started Nintendo. I guess he had no idea what he had up his sleeve, but really, really just big for Nintendo.
Especially me being 19 right now, it's really weird to think that this guy was hired within like 5 years of my life, and just kind of going in and saying they had this warehouse of games, and he just said, hey, do something with these used games. I just can't imagine like thinking, oh, yeah, I can do something with them, and then also having that end up turning into something really great.
Yeah.
It's just, that's really cool for me to like just kind of think. It's kind of inspirational almost to think that you can do anything, even if you're a little bit younger than most people and not really experienced. Shigeru Miyamoto actually did not trust electricity for a large portion of his life. It's that Japanese thing that wants to kind of introvert into technology just yet. So it's really cool thinking that he went and made something out of this.
Yeah, and well, I'm glad you mentioned it because I forgot to mention that Nintendo, as he said, wanted Miyamoto to do something with those extra 2,000 units that they had sitting in that New Jersey warehouse, and it was all up to him. He decided to get inspiration from Popeye. Now, there is a Popeye movie that was released in the late 70s, early 80s, and it was really popular. At that point, like, Popeye was just getting popular. This was after the whole, like, cartoon, and it was kind of coming back for a decade. So he decided to take the inspiration from that. Now, Nintendo and Popeye, people like Popeye, they had worked together before, and they had kind of used their characters before, so they thought, hey, if we get the rights to the characters from Popeye, we can make a game featuring them. Well, it didn't exactly work out, and they couldn't get the characters that they wanted to, and they couldn't get the rights to these characters in their game.
That was Popeye's loss, big time.
Can you imagine, like, Popeye might be huge. I mean, everyone knows what Popeye is. You guys think?
You wouldn't be playing as Mario the Con, you're playing as Popeye the Salem.
Yeah.
And I would dress differently.
And he'd be a huge hit. But sadly, they didn't get the rights for that, but that's okay, because they still had that inspiration there, and they were going to use that. Popeye the Sailor Man became our hero in the Donkey Kong game, Jumpman, not technically Mario yet. Didn't you say there was another name that there was?
I don't think that his name was actually Jumpman. I think that's what players actually called him, because
Yeah.
that was his function pretty much. It's interesting actually looking at his design. His design was totally based off, like, you'd think like there might have been like a lot of thought into the mustache, hat, overalls thing. There really wasn't. It was just kind of like, well, we don't want to make a lot of hair sprites, so they gave him a cap. And we don't want to make a mouth sprite, so they gave him a mustache. And the overalls kind of cover up the fact that, like, it would be hard to make, like, I guess the a bunch of different clothing. So we're just like overalls, they cover most of the body, and then like a shirt can come underneath it. And the shirt can be same color with mustache, eyes, and hair. And you can see too, the original Mario actually did have inverted overalls, red overalls. I am so thankful they changed it, because I have never seen a pair of red overalls, and I don't think I ever will. We have a friend that wanted to cosplay as Wario, and he's got purple overalls. That's never going to happen.
So around then, we have more inspiration into other characters.
Does anyone know who the character to the right is?
Yes.
Who?
I'm trying to think away, but it was like this really broken bladder or something.
It was Paulina.
It is not Princess Peach.
No.
It is Pauline.
I said that.
Lady. Yeah, Olive Oil was heroin, and she always got into trouble, and Papa would always have to save her, and that's kind of what Nintendo wanted to do. And so, of course, Pluto would end up being Donkey Kong. Does that make sense?
Wow.
I love those hands. It's just, yeah, that's how it worked out. It worked out. So tell all your friends that like Mario and Donkey Kong and the now Peach would not be here if it weren't for Popeye the Sailor Man. So Donkey Kong starts to take off in America, and wow, it is actually a really huge hit. There were like millions of dollars being made in quarters by how many quarters people were putting. And these things, like, they were in arcades, they were in bars. Yeah. I mean, and arcade owners were just like trying to get these into.
We're at the Ichiban Con. I'm eating lunch.
No, that's one different.
Say hi, Monet. Say hi. You're not Monet, David. Monet.
No.
Say hi. We're at the Ichiban Con. We're eating lunch right now. It's like 11:30.
Triad Anime Con, you idiot.
Shut up. I got...
Are you putting this on YouTube?
Yes, I'm putting this on YouTube.
I
keep... The only reason I say Ichiban Con is because... Well, yes, that's my name.
I'll look you up. I'll subscribe.
Yeah.
You really like
Sorry that I kept saying Ichiban Con. I meant Triad Anime Con.
I know they are, and I look. You guys bring it down like 2 octaves. I like your mustache.
You get all 3 forms of Ichigo's Hollow
That is
Mask.
how poorly made this is. Look at that.
But, oh my god. He got all 3 forms of Ichigo's Hollow Mask.
Position. They do not. This one is longer than ours.
Yeah.
Fucking disgrace.
Oh my god, this is so much better.
Someone want to help me find a big plushie to buy?
Yeah, me too.
Oh my god, mustache.
What the hell are you doing?
I already complimented it. You're too late. Dang it. Too late. Mustache.
Mustache, task, stash.
Yeah.
We said it at the same time. This is David playing Ninja Storm 3. What character are you going to be?
We're both Naruto, bro.
Oh.
Damn, they don't have the personal one. Whatever.
I want to see how this fight plays out.
Oh, let's do the world thing. Where is it? Let's do final round.
Starting the battle. Wait, what are you playing? I mean, oh, you're just using the regular controller.
Oh, I'm this one. Alright. I was confused. Alright.
Oh, wait, David, which one are you?
I'm the yellow one.
Alright.
Oh shit, no! God damn it. I can play him now. Don't worry, I got you.
Oh shit. Yeah, David. I always like the Naruto games. They're pretty fun. Looks like David won. He's played with David in Naruto Storm Generations, or Naruto, you know, the Generations game for Naruto. I forgot what it was called. And I lost twice. It's the dealer's room. Got at those cool Sonic hats over there. Pokemon over there. And an anime plush. There's a Death Note over there that I got, that I bought earlier. I'll show that to you later.
Oh my god. Really? Where?
I mean, he's trying to move out of the way.
Sorry. Hello again, Monet. I'm recording the dealer's room. Yeah. Sailor Moon over there with Luffy and the guy from Fairy Tail. There's t-shirts. There's t-shirts including like stuff from like One Piece. Oh, there's Team Rocket t-shirt. Tojo. And Togias. I've never heard of that. Goku shirt. Steve Head.
The girls come easy and the drugs come cheap. You'll all stay skinny cause we just won't meet you. Hang out in the coolest bars, VIP with the movie stars. And we go take us gonna wind up there. And we'll play boy bunny with the beach blonde hair. And we'll hide out in a private room. Maybe get the area for days too soon. Get you anything with that evil smile. Everybody's got a drug dealer on the speed dial. Hey, hey, I wanna be a rock star. Hey, hey, I wanna be a rock star.
Yeah. Well, I hope you liked the video, so just leave a comment down in the section below. You know where it is. You do it all the time, don't you? Alright, so just leave a comment in the comment section below, and tell me how you like the video. I'll make more vlogs if you want me to. Just leave a comment.